Gonna go ahead and send my notifications. But yeah, hope everyone's doing well tonight. I've been doing good myself. Shout out to all the hate watchers. Shout out to the hate watchers. Um, y'all keep motivating me every single day. But yeah, we're just out here on the Oregon coast, getting ready to get all philosophical. But yeah, we're just giving chat a few minutes to fill up before we start talking about our topic today. So stay tuned. Stay tuned with me. Shout out Tifo in the chat. Shout out Michael Jackson. Yeah. All right, guys. First things first, on the agenda, we got to be nicer to each other. We got to be nicer to each other. And so, shout out, I'm Packful Rat. I'm here to elevate your mental and physical. And yeah, that's what I'm here to do, is just try to help y'all. But yeah, shout out to all y'all. And so imagine if I had a piece of paper and I crumbled up that piece of paper and folded it 50 times. And then I unraveled that piece of paper and tried to put it back in its original state. That paper is never going back in its original state. And so that's like, we could look at that as a metaphor for how we be treating people. And sometimes when we do damage, it's not necessarily going to go back to normal. You know, people are not going to go back to normal. And so that's why we got to be more caring and be nicer to each other. Shout out John Maker in the chat. My fitness goal is 200 on the bench by 2025. And we're going to get there by being consistent. Because you never know when you're going to have a lucky day. You never know when you're going to find a breakthrough in your research. But not getting off topic or talking about past topics here. Every day we're talking about new things. On the Packful Rat channel, we're talking about new topics every single day. Unlike other content creators. We'd be talking about that, just be airing out dirty laundry. We'd be talking about new things. Shout out Shane, shout out John, shout out RJ. And so the point of this stream is also respecting the things that we can't see. Basically, it can always be worse, right? So it can always be worse no matter what the position is that we're in. And so that's just a blessing right there. And so how are you going to be able to think? How are you going to be able to thank and show gratitude towards the things that aren't even there? Because you got to look at it like they're you got to be able to like show thanks towards the things that you don't have to deal with, because it could be worse and you could deal with some crazy, you could be dealing with some terrible stuff. And so it's hard to show thanks for the things that we can't that aren't even happening to us. Some of us are thinking about like how we feel right now, but like, yeah, just based off of like what's in front of us. But think about that it could be worse. And so, yeah, it's gonna be hard to be thankful for the things that like, that could be making life worse, that aren't. And we're thankful for the things that aren't. But yeah, that's what we got to do. Because yeah, that's just it. That's just it. And so yeah, it's gonna be harder to be a hero than it is to be a bully. And so what that means is like, well, the heroes get to kill people, or the heroes get the villains get to kill people. The villains get to kill people, and the heroes have to save people. And so like, it's harder to save people than it is to hurt them. And so in life, we're gonna have more opportunities to hurt people than we are to stand up for them. And so, like we talked about earlier, we got to be more caring. The things we do, they could, we got to be more careful. I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, sometimes the easy thing is not the right thing. Sometimes the easy thing is not the right thing. I've been getting really close to the camera. My bad, pack rats. But sometimes the easy thing is not always the right thing. And sometimes it's gonna be easy. It's gonna be easy to do inappropriate things and be. It's gonna be easy to be just cringe. And we don't want to put any of our homies or anyone that we care about. We want to be the best role model possible. We want to be a superhero in the eyes of our friends and family. And we don't want to be showing weakness and having weak moments. And so sometimes we're not going to be able to do the things we necessarily want to do right off the bat. We're not going to be able to do what we feel like what comes naturally. The first thought. For example, if you're just tweaking out and you're just like, oh, I lost my thing, and you're stressing everyone out, that's not cool to be around. That's not cool to be around. And so sometimes it's gonna be tough. You gotta tough it out and be the tough one in order to just keep and maintain that serious superhero vibe. We don't want to be a needy person. We don't want to be that. I'm trying to see every single one of us become more independent and more successful. Make sure y'all drop a like and sub. We be doing this daily. We be out here live daily. I'm Packful Rat, here to elevate y'all's mental and physical well-being with new pieces of advice. And so, as we were saying, it's gonna be tough to be the bigger person and the more mature and the person who's on task. It's gonna be tough to do that. But we got to make sure we're doing that every time. And we can't be having moments of weakness where we're like being all uh, being a spaz, in other words. And so, for example, if you were like in a relationship and you had a SO, your significant other, you don't, it's easy to share things with them, but you don't want to overshare things and stress them out and be a negative thing in their life, a negative experience in their life. And so an example of that would be, maybe you just can't hang and you're just tweaking out and you just got, you're just bugging. Be like, shout out John Maker, shout out Brianna, shout out Nope. And so some of y'all be with your SO, be tweaking and be making your SO go through all that, which is not cool because you guys be biting off more than you could chew. And some people be getting their like feelings hurt and be making music and that stuff is weird. And so like you're gonna dedicate a song to somebody who did you wrong, like that's too much energy. That's too much energy that you're putting out there. Yeah, you don't want to like be causing a scene thinking something's wrong when it's actually not even wrong, adding extra anxiety and stress into other people's lives. What it takes to be a real cool person is you got to be the person who's let things go, and you got to like think about it, and you got to be like doing cool things even if it doesn't benefit you necessarily. Like think about if you had a coworker and the coworker let you go home early. And it's like, they don't have to let you go home early. They could just have you stay and it wouldn't make a difference in their life. But since they're cool like that, they're just going to let you go. Like that's what we're talking about. Like types of people, the types of people that are actually cool are the types of people that are like, they're not going to be too clingy. They're not going to be too, none of that. They're going to give you your space. And yeah. Exactly, keeping composure. Shout out NC Matt in the chat. I like to see some people using their brain out there. And so an example would be, imagine you're with your girl or SO and you guys are getting robbed. And then you completely act like a pansy and start sprinting and leaving your girl or hiding behind your girl. You're like letting her take over. That's an example of some of the stuff that's going on that we're talking about. It's gonna be, my bad. But moving on, we're talking about how to start a perfect month. And I'm really excited to talk about this one right here, how to start a perfect month. All right, so we got a new month coming up, and this month is going to be on, and this is the final topic of the stream. Make sure y'all drop a like. And so this new month is going to be, what is it, like June or something? But it's going to be on a Saturday morning. And so most people are going to be already sleeping in because of Friday, because they're going to be partying on Friday. And so what you could do right now to have a perfect start on your month is just, obviously, we're doing the things that we normally do when we start something new, or whatever. We're theorizing, we're reinventing ourselves, and we're theorizing new ways that we could go about doing things. And that's what it means to reinvent. And so we're going to reinvent ourselves at the start of the month. As you know, the start of a month is a new opportunity to better yourself. So is the start of the day, the start of the week. Every minute is a new opportunity to better yourself. Doesn't matter where you are. And so, hear me out. All right. So on Saturday, everyone's gonna be sleeping in, and we're gonna go crazy. We're gonna be doing everything productive, and then we're gonna keep that pace, and like, well, we're gonna slow down a little bit. Like Sunday, we can kind of take it easy. But, I look at it like it's a race, and like we're all going through this together, and they're blasting radio waves through all of us, trying to control the weather. And they're doing that to all of us, and we're all experiencing it. And they've been hitting us hard with the electromagnetic waves recently, because that shit been like, it's been tough. It's been tough. Because they've been trying to change the weather so much and blasting it with the electromagnetic waves. But actually, it's going through all of us. Shout out Hunter Riley. Shout out NC. And so, it's a race, Yeah. But at the end of the month, we're going to just kick it up crazy and finish strong. But yeah, that's how we're gonna start a crazy month, and make sure we're doing a lot of exercise on Saturday, because if you're not going out and partying, because most people are gonna be partying crazy, and they're gonna be burning calories. They're gonna be out there partying, burning calories. So make sure you're doing a bunch of exercise if you're gonna be doing something, focusing on the grind. As this channel is about, focusing on the grind. I'm Packful Rat, here to elevate your mental and physical well-being every single day. I'm logging out. That was a good stream. But yeah, I'm gonna catch you guys later. Peace.